Hi everyone, it's me again. We're running around again. Usually Thursdays and Saturdays are our run around days, go shop days, all that fun stuff. Gotta love it. So there might be an Aldi's haul in this for you because one of the things we have to do is go to Aldi's. It won't be very big though. We're just getting a few things, some staples we need. So that's all good. So my Whole30 journey, let's talk about that, will we? Well, first, let me just show you. This was a Diet Coke. This is not Whole30 compliant. It is not. But it was quite a treat. I told you I have an addiction to this. This is the first pop I've had. And if I'm going to have one, I'd prefer to have it from McDonald's because it's delicious. But anyway, my Whole30 journey. So this is my thought process on this. Just like any other weight loss journey, and I am doing this to lose weight. I need a hip. This is the fastest, safest, healthiest way I know to get to a hip is to do Whole30. I don't feel any better on anything else than I feel right now on Whole30. I just don't. So I need to stay on Whole30. But as we all know, we are not perfect. And I'm not going to be perfect on Whole30 either. This is my second round. My first round was great. Awesome. Compliant the entire time until I had to stop it a few days short because I had to have my test, my medical testing. And because I had to have sugar to prep for it, kind of threw me off because I had to have the sugar. So I was compliant the whole time. This is my second round. And I was thinking 10 days, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to stay as Whole30 compliant as I can between now and not only getting my hip, but recovering from the surgery for my hip. Because let's face it, I'm not going to feel any better eating any other way. Because there's so much energy when you're doing Whole30. The food is not only healthy and nutritious and delicious, it's wonderful. I haven't had to have any insulin in 3 days. None. I haven't needed it. Any of my insulins. And I have 3 different insulin injections I take daily. I have a long-acting, a fast-acting, and the fast-acting if you're not diabetic, you wouldn't know this, but a fast-acting you take with your meal before you eat, depending on where your number is, depends how much you take. Mine's on the sliding scale, but I also have a base. I don't take much, but I would take some normally. And then I have one that I take daily, but it's supposed to kind of curb your appetite, help your blood sugars, and it's supposed to help with weight loss. It hasn't helped with weight loss, but it has helped my blood sugars, but I haven't needed that either. So for 3 days, I haven't taken any insulin. I pulled myself off this insulin. My doctor doesn't know this. So if you're thinking about doing this and you feel the need to pull yourself off, I am not a doctor. Disclaimer here, not a doctor. Seek medical advice first. See your doctor first. The only reason I feel comfortable doing this is because I've pretty much been managing my diabetes for a long time. I do have a doctor, and we have discussed pulling me off the medicine. She fully believes that as long as I stay on Whole30, the majority of Whole30 at least, my next visit, she would pull me off of it anyway. And probably other meds. Not to go into all my medical history, but I do take those 3 insulins. I take a blood pressure medicine, a water pill, a cholesterol pill, and an allergy medicine. I have not needed my allergy medicine since I started, and I had that same experience on my first round of Whole30. Did not need it the entire time, and I have bad seasonal allergies. And I haven't needed it. I mean, I take the medicine when I'm not on Whole30. And it's like I haven't taken anything. I'm still sneezing, watery eyes, coughing, scratchy, itchy, drainage, all the not fun stuff. Sorry about that, guys, but it's the truth. But when I'm on Whole30, there's a lot of things I don't need. My blood pressure goes way down, way down. And it's not that I'm not eating salt. I'm still having sodium. I salt and pepper all my food. I just do. But I'm not a big salt eater anyway. So if I'm putting salt on my stuff myself, I don't put a ton on. Just enough to flavor it. That's all it needs. If we were to go out to eat to McDonald's or something and I got a French fry, I always order it no salt. Many people do that just so they get fresh fries. I do that because they put way too much salt on their fries and I can't stand it. But it's to the point now that if I have a French fry from McDonald's that they didn't salt, but kind of there was salt on the scoop, it tastes like way too much salt to me. Even though it's hardly any on there, it tastes overly salty to me now because I just don't consume a lot of salt. So it's not that I don't consume salt, I do. But the only pill that I need when I'm on Whole30 is my meloxicam for my hip. It helps with the arthritis and the inflammation. It helps with the pain a little bit. If I were not to take that, I'm sure I would be in much worse pain. But when I'm on Whole30, the pain is still a lot less. It's not perfect, but it's a lot less. You get what I'm saying? So I have so much more energy when I'm doing Whole30. I have so much less pain. I can do so much more. It just makes sense to do Whole30. It makes sense to do Whole30 as permanently as I can, actually. Now, my primary care physician doesn't believe that it is a sustainable diet, and I don't either. I don't think this is something you can do every day for the rest of your life. If you were super diligent, maybe you could, but I am not. I mean, let's be honest here. I did not get this way because I'm a super diligent person when I eat. Just didn't. I mean, that's just not, I wouldn't be this way if I had. Let's just put it that way. So, while I don't tend to overeat, I do tend to eat a lot of the wrong types of food. I eat a lot of processed foods. I eat a lot of food, like we would eat out a lot before. We haven't done that in a while, but we would eat out a ton before every meal. Not only is it expensive, but it wreaks havoc on your health. Havoc. And the sodium in it, ugh. And it's not that good. It's not that good. If anybody out there is eating out all the time, you know what I'm saying. You pay for it. You don't really enjoy it. I'm a way better cook. Way better. But you do it anyway because it's convenient. Which is where meal prep came in for me. I started meal prepping because it's convenient. And what I want to do once I clear up some freezer space is make meals for the family. Not just individual lunches for me or breakfasts for me, but dinners for all of us. So that I can just pull them out of the freezer. And I've done that before, and it works really, really well. Because if I'm sick or we've just been too busy, it's easy to just pop it in the oven and you have a home-cooked meal. And you have a huge mess the day you make it with all the cleanup, but you don't have that mess the rest of the time. It's a win-win. It really is a win-win. If you don't do freezer meal prep, try it. It's wonderful. Wonderful. So I prep for me. I prep for my husband as much as I can. Usually breakfast is the one area that he needs it the most. Usually for lunch, he'll take dinner leftovers. And that's fine with me because I'm usually having one of my other prepped meals. So, I'll have dinner. Like when we had the pork, which was so good. Oh, so good. But when we had that, he took the leftovers for lunch the next day, which is great because I had my cabbage skillet. See what I'm saying? So, yeah, we just work it out that way. But kind of went off on a tangent here. Back to Whole30. What I plan to do is do it as much as possible. But I want to let you all know I am not going to be perfect. And I already plan that if my husband and I, or my husband, daughter, and I want to go out once in a while, and it would be once in a while, and it would be a treat, and it could just be McDonald's or Taco Bell or something crappy, because it is crappy food, but I have a 5-year-old, and she likes McDonald's once in a while, and that's okay. Once in a while, she can have that, just not all the time. I am going to go ahead and have a meal with my family, and it may not always be the best meal, but if I make the best choices I can most of the time, I'm still going to get to my goal. Might take me a little bit longer than it would if I'd stayed completely focused and straight. And it probably will take me a little bit longer. But I'm okay with that. It's progress, not perfection. I am not perfect. I will never be perfect. If you're watching this channel thinking, I like her, she's going to be perfect. If I was perfect, honey, I wouldn't be here in the first place. It's just the truth. It just is. It's just the truth. So, in the spirit of honesty and full disclosure, I want you to know there will be times when I post a meal or a day that is not Whole30 compliant. On those days, I will let you know when I'm showing you that meal that this meal is not Whole30 compliant, because I don't want you to follow along thinking you're doing Whole30 and looking at my meal and saying it's Whole30 compliant. May not be. So I want to make sure I let you know right now. And I'm telling you this because we're having dinner at McDonald's today. So it is not going to be Whole30 compliant. There is nothing I can do there to make it Whole30 compliant. Even if I got a side salad, well, that would be Whole30 compliant. None of the dressings would be. And I don't have my own dressing on me. So when I video that meal, I will tell you in the video that this is not Whole30 compliant. So if you're following along, trying to get ideas for Whole30, know that there will be some meals that are not Whole30 compliant. I just want to be upfront and honest with that. And I want to let you know that I will let you know in the videos, because I don't want to mess up anybody's journey. And if this is your first Whole30 journey, you do not want to eat at McDonald's. You do not want to have the soda. You don't. Because you want to reintroduce properly so that you can see how certain food groups are affecting you, like the sugar, the dairy, the wheat, the beans. You want to do it properly. So I just want to come on here and let you guys know, full disclosure, and I will be videotaping at McDonald's what I eat. And I don't know what that is yet, so it could be good, bad, or ugly, but I will videotape it. Also, I do my Fitness Pal every day. So if you're interested and you want to see what I'm eating every day, I log everything in there. Look me up. I've got down below in the description box, I have the link for that. Go ahead and friend request me and I'll accept you. Just send me a little message. I watch you on YouTube. It cut me off again. But anyway, what I was trying to say is I will definitely let you know if you want to follow me along on my Fitness Pal. The link is below. I am also on Instagram. I don't think I have the link down there yet. All right, guys, I got to wrap this up because my phone keeps cutting off. And if I want to videotape my lunch, I got to cut this really, really short. So like, share, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. There's a little bell to the right of the subscribe box. Click that little bell and it will notify you whenever I upload a video so that you will be informed and notified and know when I'm when I am uploading a video. So that way you won't miss any of the fun. And let me know what kind of videos you're interested in. I share a lot of my food videos, what I'm eating today. That's for me too. because I want to be able to look back and say, oh, yeah, that was a good meal. I might want to make that again. But I also want to know, okay, I had a good week. Oh, yeah, I ate that. But it's also great for you guys because it gives you ideas what you can do. And most of my meals can be modified easily. I don't add cheese because it's not Whole30 approved, but you could. You could absolutely add cheese to the omelet, which, by the way, miss cheese, miss it a lot. But, you know, there you have it. I miss sugar too. But that's not good for me. I can't have artificial sweeteners, which explains why I shouldn't have this. So you see what I'm saying. So I'm going to let you go, guys. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Hit the little notification bell. All right. See you guys. Bye.